Tom, it's probably nice to have had a week off as far as playing is concerned, a bit of a break, but you probably didn't get too much of one, but I suppose it's still, for the players and everyone else, good to get off.
Yeah, I really do enjoy these Saturday to Saturday weeks where you can get some good quality time on the training pitch with the players. Selfishly, it's what I enjoy about the job. Obviously, everyone loves match day, but actually being able to work on things you're trying to get out in the games is nice. Through the period we've had, you sort of rest, recovery, picking the team, dealing with other stuff, and then it's all about match day. Whereas, yeah, I do enjoy these weeks where you can really focus on your job and what I love.
Well, you're a coach, aren't you? That's what you want to do. I mean, it's what everyone wants to do, just be out on the training ground trying to make the players better. Yeah, and obviously it's a big incentive to get to the promised land, because there it's even more like where there's 8 games less. But listen, it's still there's a lot to be said about the league we're in, the chaotic nature of it, and how enjoyable that can be. But I've enjoyed the calmer week with some real quality time with the players. Talk to us about transfer business this week. The one in is the goalkeeper Selvik.
Yeah, Egil's someone we identified as the qualities that we're looking for in a goalkeeper. So he's got a good physique, he's athletic between the sticks, can make saves, and he's calm in his distribution. He's already in this morning's training session seems like a really good voice leader, so that's an added bonus, and I'm excited to work with him.
Is he brought in as the number one?
Well, I've got a decision to make there. You know, Jonathan Bond never lets anyone down, and we'll see. Time will tell. I'm someone who values training, and it's a level playing field for everyone in every position, and including that goalkeeper spot. Bondi's not letting anyone down, but we have identified Egil as a quality keeper.
And where does that leave Batman when he returns from injury?
I'll cross that road when I come to it.
The ones who've gone out, Eversele and who else left? Sema. Talk to us about those two.
Yeah, Festi's a good guy, a good lad, and someone who hopefully one day will become a top player. I let him know this to his face. I have no... If his concentration levels and through the week and on a match day, he's just needs to focus more on his job, because he's got an unbelievable set of tools, Festi. You know, he's pace, he's genuinely both-footed, and I think one day Festi will have an exciting career. He just needs to really knuckle down and focus on his work through the week and his concentration levels. But no complaints about Festi as a character. And Ken has obviously been a great servant for the club. He should be celebrated, how selfless he was, sacrificed himself for the team. Great professional for our young players to learn from, and a lot of quality with that as well. So very good servant for the football club.
So that's 2 outfield players gone, so replacements surely needed.
Yep, so we've done the 2 already, and I fully expect 2 more before Monday evening. It's normal for clubs in our position that you do the first 50% of your business in the first 30 days, and you do the other 50% in the last 2 days. That's normal with the clubs who haven't got the financial power of others. So it's but I can assure you that there will definitely be 2 more coming in.
And ones you wanted?
Absolutely, yeah. And in those positions we have A and B. And in some C, so I'm not going to give any names, but they're all targets that me and Gianluca and Scott have identified, and I have the full backing of the football club. And
are they loans or transfers or both? Maybe you have to wait and see.
It'd be most likely loans. Yeah.
Paul Robinson has just sort of taken a back seat. Is that something that you're happy with?
Yeah, so it made sense for a lot of reasons, that just to tweak the role of Robbo on the staff, and yeah, I think it works for everyone, that one, to be honest. And Zigo coming in and replacing him straight away. I worked with Zigo for nearly 18 months as a player. He's someone who knows the club well. He had a great 18 months of success with Javi here. He fits into the multicultural dressing room and staff that we have here. He spent a lot of his career in Spain, but also a lot of it in England, playing for Walsall and Carlisle. So he's a man who knows English football, and yeah, I think it works that Zigo steps into that role, and Robbo remains a valued member of the team.
He was well respected here. Was he someone that you had a good relationship with? I mean, Xavi was a great coach, obviously, and so you'd expect his judgment to be good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really good guy and good relationship, but more importantly, brings a wealth of knowledge that he's learned over his career. He's learned from Javi, and I'm hoping he can help us achieve our goals, which I'm sure he will.
Back to it, the form has been poor recently. I mean, you need a result, don't you, really? And the club needs a result just to get back on track.
Yeah, I don't want to beat around the bush. You know, there's been a lot of noise, but I take the responsibility of results on my shoulders. I enjoy that responsibility. I will take that responsibility, and it's really important that we all really unify on Saturday. Since the club came out and backed me last weekend, I feel like there's been a real good atmosphere around the training ground with the players, with the staff, with the board. And let's replicate that within our stadium on Saturday and show a real sense of unity. And because I've certainly felt the backing.
You're certainly going to get it Saturday. It's going to be imagine it be noisy in that rookery.
Yeah, let's hope so, because it's a big game for us. It's what I see, a club on a similar level challenging for the same things. I said that before, West Brom at home. It's a similar level club to us, challenging for what I see as 2 spots, and they're a live contender for that. So big game, big circumstances, and we're hoping for a big atmosphere.
Open game when you went there. Do you expect it to be the same again Saturday?
I'm hoping not. I want to be more controlled and in control with the ball, keeping them at arm's length without the ball. They're a team who does score a lot of goals. They scored 5 last weekend, but I'm not hoping for an open game of basketball. I'm hoping for a controlled, strategic performance and a bit similar to the West Brom game, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Borja Signs was a big problem earlier in the season, but he's obviously missing, so that's going to be a help.
Yeah, he's like most clubs at this point of the season. Injuries, suspensions are playing a part to key players, so they're no different. He's been a great player in the league this year, but they have others to step in.
Your squad, how is it? Imran Louza, is he back?
Louza and Ngaki will be in contention. So Jeremy's ankle swelled a lot at half-time last weekend, and Imran obviously missed the game with an ankle issue. Both will be in contention, and yeah, the others the injuries, the longer term ones are progressing. Your Duomos, your Backmans.
And no other problems from the last game?
No.
Cool. Nice. Cheers.
You referenced the backing you had, and it was a difficult few days, but do you think it also helped that he put it all out in the open, everyone knew where the club stood, and you moved on?
Yeah, I in a way I do. I think you can sort of relate it to families. You know, families argue, families fight, and I'm not talking about me and the board. Sometimes it can be me and the players, sometimes me and the staff, but families fight, and I think a small proportion after that it gets worse, but most of the time you become stronger for that. And I certainly feel real strength and unity in the training ground this week. The training's been excellent, and we're hoping that we can be the catalysts to create that unity on Saturday in the stadium.
You talked in the past about wanting championship experience for any players. You haven't had that in the 2 you brought in. Does that mean the 2 that you might bring in the future, is that where that's going to be?
Yeah, that is definitely, certainly one of them. We're all working hard, really hard, to make one of those players be an oven-ready championship player.
Has it surprised you how difficult the January transfer window is?
Both windows really tough. You know, it's not for a want of the work, for a want of trying. Gianluca is genuinely here till midnight, and but it's tough. We don't have financial power that some other clubs in this league and the clubs in the league above certainly do. So we have to be creative. We have to wait. We have to sometimes go into target C and D rather than A and B because they've gone somewhere else. They don't want to leave their parent club. So we're trying hard, but both windows have been tough.
When I spoke to Gianluca, he referred a lot to when you change shape, it sometimes means you have to identify different targets. Has that hampered your January window at all?
He's right in a certain sense that we looked like playing with wingers was going to be a direction for us because of how well Bar was playing, how well Vata was playing, and their best positions are in wider areas. Then Bar gets a lengthy injury and you sort of in a little bit of uncertainty again. So long-term vision would be to have a Watford way of playing. I want to be the person to create that and to drive that, and you can recruit towards that. We're still we're in a moment here where we need players that are ready and as much quality as we can, and I am an adaptable coach and will adapt around that.
How much has this window and the last window surprised you? Because obviously as a player you'd be aware of transfers happening and what's involved, but what have you seen that you didn't realise happened before?
Do you know what? This one has not. I've not took my eye off the ball on this one, and I'm disappointed that results haven't mirrored the focus that I've kept on the team. I've left it more to Gianluca and his scouts, and then I have an input of yes, I like that player, no, I don't like that player, and we always collaborate. But it's been a real busy fixture schedule that I haven't been as involved in this window, so I've not had my eyes open to too much, to be honest.
And last question, with Ken leaving, you're the only person left at the club for the 2019 Cup final?
And Zigo now.
Well, yeah. I suppose from a playing point of view.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw that. It actually made me think Backman as well. Backman.
No.
He maybe wasn't in the squad.
Yeah.
I saw that when we give Ken a good send off behind closed doors. We did a little get together for him because I think 6.5 years of commitment and professionalism to a club deserves that. And 176 games, 12 or 13 goals depending on which data you read. A cup final, a promotion. Someone who should be given a good send off.
You still in touch with any of that cup final squad?
Obviously, Mariappa, he's doing his coaching badges at the club, so see him regularly. Hughes is a close pal of mine, and the odd Troy, Fozzie, now and again.
If you could bring one back.
Oh, come on.
Into this team, one back. Which one?
I'm going to sit on the fence, but because he's still playing right now, but Hughes, he was a quality player.